there would be two things that I would do. One, I would either lie in bed and breathe, get up slowly and brush my teeth. But my mind's off. I'm not thinking where I'm going. If I don't give myself 2 minutes, how the hell am I going to give myself the rest of the day, right? And then the next one, if people are more in the body, like I'm more in the body, I feel like I've worked a lot on my soul, my mind, my heart. Now I'm figuring out the body, and that's like weird. I'm like, what's going on? Like, why does that hurt? But your body will do something in a reaction, because it's, as your brain thinks something, you get a body reaction. And that's either going to be something of fear, it's going to be anxiety, it's going to be something that, like those big buzzwords that aren't freedom. Let's put it that way, right? It's not free. You don't feel free in that state. So I would do one, get up, go brush my teeth without thinking. Two, get up, stand up, and do a 7-minute workout. Literally, that's all, 7 minutes. And I'd be sitting there sweating. My mom's like, why are you making so much noise? I'm like, I'm doing a thing. It's like Will Ferrell stuff. Like, it's so comical, but it worked. Or as soon as my mind would start thinking something negative in the morning, I would click and go, no, think about it later, not now. And if my morning went a bit pear-shaped, I would realize I had the afternoon. It's all about the momentum from the morning, and mornings are not supposed, it doesn't even matter. You don't have to meditate. You don't have to do all those things. That'll come. The second that you wake up, that's what you have to focus on. Because if you focus on that split second, it's another second, another second, another second, and that's momentum, and then that's a better life, right? Like, yeah, in simple.
Oh, that's good, because I think it is changing yourself when you try and do everything at once, which is, what I call the New Year syndrome. Is people have all these big goals, right? And they're like, I'm going to stop eating junk, and I'm going to run on for like an hour a day, and I'm going to do yoga, and I'm going to do Pilates. And they overcommit to these grand goals that become overwhelming. Whereas changing yourself day by day, moment by moment, minute by minute, and just being like conscious of your life, because so many people live in autopilot. And you said something, Jen, which really struck something in me, which is being afraid to sit in it. When we're afraid to sit in our own emotions, when we're afraid to sit in our own bodies, when we do everything to escape ourselves, whether that be drinking too much, over socializing, overeating, whatever recreational substances people want to turn to, even work. Work is a big one, because we don't regard.
That was mine. I feel attacked. No, I'm joking.
Work is such a big one, because because it brings in an income. You're like, this isn't an addiction. This isn't bad for me. But like you're saying, if the trifecta isn't balanced, mind, body, and soul, then the triangle goes lopsided, right? And so as you're progressing in your journey, and you've gone into impassion now, what are you incorporating as the Divorce Chick and impassion? Like, what does that journey look like? How do you see it unfolding?
So I'm still, it's like so weird to say this, like I'm still the Divorce Chick. Like I'm still the Divorce Chick in that brand, right? Like it's, the Divorce Chick is a part of me. And I think a lot of, and I'm going to get to the generational thing, because I also want to touch on that, but then I'll revert back, is that as women, we think that we can't have it all. It's like work hard, blah, 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 blah. And that's where it's that narrative that we've been told by our parents. And it's harder because we can go on the one side of the spectrum where it's like, if them, they ruin me. Or we can go on the other side of the spectrum where it's like, no, it's just me. Or we can find that balance. And that's what impassion is. It's a triangle with the line in the middle of finding that balance, because to find balance is what everyone wants, but what everyone struggles with. And you can't find balance if you're extreme in anything, but you need the extremity to know what the other, you need both to find the balance. And what impassion looks like right now is everything that I've learned on my own journey is now going to get injected into that, right? It's more time for me. It's more reading. It's more of the stuff that I actually used to enjoy so much until I became a law student and before I became a lawyer. I get to go back and touch on things, and it's that kind of that CEO energy, if that makes sense, is that you've got your people, I've got my soul tribe, I've got my vision, but it always starts at home. It's not building a business of just finding a random person that can provide an email data list just to send it out. It's actually people that have been on this journey with me from the beginning, like weaving through relationships, because when I trust people and they have the same vision as me, it's a lot easier to get them to do the stuff that I know I'm not an expert in, right? Like, I'm not supposed to know everything. I'm not supposed to, but I know what my power is. So right now with the divorce check is that's there. That is something that is being systemized. You want to divorce in South Africa right now on a legal scale, literally email me. Okay, I will set you up with a lawyer. I'll show you the best psychologist. I'll show you the best therapist. I've got your tribe. You come there to build your divorce tribe. Okay. But also, if you like, that is actually the marital divorce. But if you've got your other stuff with it, you have a lawyer, and then you get to go into an impassion coaching container where you're now dealing with your emotional stuff. So your lawyer doesn't need to, because your lawyer is not going to. Like I did. Congratulations. I don't think lawyers can right now. I don't believe, but they will learn, because I know I want to teach them, because I know so many lawyers that actually have that sense of justice and have that heart and have the soul to facilitate the new age of law, but they just don't know how, right? Like, I had to figure it out myself. That's the point of doing this in coaching, is that you figure it out yourself. You ask for help from other people, and then you create something else. So impassion is the coaching, the speaking, the podcast. Like, that's just like the fun. I'm building that. That's cool. For now, the Divorce Check brand has a pilot container where you transform fear into freedom. I'm actually only taking people that kind of want to diversify their personal life, but the deep stuff, like, is it your mom's? Is it your dad's? Let's forgive, let's dabble. Like, I see the blind spots in people. I see the dark pain points, let's put it that way, because that I was conditioned to do that, because I saw it so much. But now I can tell it to you and go, cool, do this, because this helped me. So yeah, that's literally it. It's really exciting. I'm going to be doing more speaking. I'm going to be it's kind of just follow the journey, because it's like starting, and now it's like epic.